So no UFC action this past weekend. We're now looking ahead to UFC Nashville, headlined by Derrick Lewis as he takes on Tallison Teixeira. Now here's my main card, quick picks. Kicking it off on the main card in the light heavyweight division, you got Junior Tafa taking on Tuco Tokos. Tuco, 35 years of age, only had 2 fights in the UFC. I just think Junior Tafa, being a younger guy, more experienced fighter, fought the better opposition on paper, is going to be too much for Tuco. So I'm backing Junior Tafa to get the victory in this fight. Afterwards, we go to the heavyweight division between Vitor Petrino and Austin Lane. Both guys coming off losses. Vitor, back-to-back losses to Dustin Jacoby and Anthony Lionheart-Smith, whilst Austin Lane lost to Mario Pinto last time out. And the fight before that, he derailed the hype train at the time, which was Rebellis de Spain. In that fight, he utilised the wrestling, and I think he's going to use a similar game plan to do the same to Vitor Petrino. So I'm backing Austin Lane to get the victory in this fight. Now, we move to the featherweight division. The scrappy Nate Landwehr, always looking to put on a show, and he takes on the Frenchman, Morgan Charrier. I think Morgan Charrier is going to be just a cleaner, crisper striker, which he is. And I think he's going to use that to pick off Nate Landwehr, potentially get a finish also. So I'm backing the Frenchman, Morgan Charrier, to get the victory in this fight. Now, staying in the featherweight division, we've got Calvin Kattar taking on the finishing knockout artist, which is Steve Garcia. I think he's got 5 knockouts in a row in the featherweight division, which is crazy. Now, Calvin Kattar, he's fought the better opposition. He's come up short at times, but he has fought the more elite opponents. But I'm just going to go with the what have you done for me lately and favour Steve Garcia to get a 6th finish in a row. I believe that's the record that he's got. So yeah, I am going with Steve Garcia to get the victory in this fight. I just think Calvin Kattar can sometimes look a bit gun shy, look a bit unsure what to do. Doesn't always have the volume or doesn't always push the action at times potentially since he's had these losses. Maybe he's knocked his confidence a bit, or Steve Garcia is on a tear. So I'm going to say he's coming into this fight motivated to get the biggest scalp of his career on his resume, and he's going to get the victory in this fight. Now, co-main event, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson taking on Gabriel Bonfim. Another striker's dream, shall we say. But I think Gabriel Bonfim might be tailor-made to the likes of Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He's not so light on his feet. He's not the quickest of opponents. And Stephen Wonderboy Thompson likes to maybe pick his opponents off from the outside. And I think he's going to do that in this fight. He's going to utilise the range and pick off Gabriel Bonfim. Probably going to be a 3-round decision victory for Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Now, main event, we have Derrick Lewis taking on Tallison Teixeira. Everything in me wants to say I think Derrick Lewis is going to get the victory. But at 40 years of age, taking on the younger 25-year-old and Tallison Teixeira, 6'6" giant, 4-inch reach advantage. Everything on paper, other than his resume, says that Tallison Teixeira is going to knock out Derrick Lewis. But if Derrick Lewis can turn up and look like the Derrick Lewis of old, sometimes, you know, when he turns up and he just puts on a performance, then everything says that he can get the job done as well. If he can turn up and land a bomb like he did on Alexander Volkov all them years ago, he can knock anybody out. So, I'm not betting against the black beast that is Derrick Lewis. I'm going to say he's going to knock out this young kid, show him what the heavyweight division's about, show him that anybody can get knocked out, and he's going to land some bombs and he's going to drop the 6'6" giant in Tallison Teixeira. He's going to get the victory. My head's telling me, James, what are you on about? But my heart's telling me Derrick Lewis is going to do it. So, let me know your thoughts on all these fights. Who are you picking in each of the fights? What fight are you looking forward to the most? And make sure you're following the page. Enjoy the fights, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.